Hello students, today we take the next chapter of cost accounting, that is standard costing and variance analysis. Some people pronounce it as variance, but the logical word is variance. A common chapter for TYBAF, TYBCOM, SYBMS. In the new education policy, the chapter may shuffle, but currently the day when I am recording, this is TYBAF, TYBCOM, semester 6 and SYBMS semester 4. Okay, so standard costing and variance analysis. A very simple chapter, formula based, but there is a logic. As I have always done, before I get into the sums, let's first understand the meaning of the name of the chapter and what exactly the concept is. Okay, chalo, let's take step by step. Standard costing. Costing you all know. Now, when I say standard cost is nothing but predetermined cost. Standard cost is predetermined cost. That is nothing but estimate. Standard cost means predetermined cost, that is estimate. When you start a new business or when you enter into a new period of an existing business, you make predictions, you lay a benchmark that next year when I go or when I am starting the business, for this particular cost, this should be the estimated cost to be incurred. So predetermined cost is nothing but standard cost. That means estimating the cost. Predetermined, पहले ही determine करो, that is estimate. So standard cost is predetermined cost. And variance analysis. Variance analysis is nothing but comparison. Simple word में analysis where you have to compare. इसमें क्या करना है? Say for example, starting of the year, मैंने estimate किया my total material cost is 10 lakhs. Starting of the year, मैंने estimate किया my total material cost is 10 lakhs. At the end of the year, मेरा actual cost आया 12 लाख. So 10 lakhs मैंने estimate किया, that is predetermined, and at the end of the year actual आया 12 लाख. So what I have to do? I have to compare. मैंने 10 लाख estimate किया था लेकिन हुआ 12 लाख. So this 2 lakh का extra cost, why it has happened, that analysis we are supposed to do. Getting it? So variance analysis is nothing but making comparison of what you estimated, and what the actual has come. So the meaning of the chapter standard costing and variance analysis means predict the cost after the period gets over, see what is the actual amount, compare the standard with the actual, and do the analysis that if there is a cost which is higher, incurred cost is higher than estimated, क्यों हुआ, for what reasons. If the reasons are genuine, it's fine. If not, then see to it that next year when you go, you see to it that there is a control over the expenditure. Got it? So in short, estimate करो, actual से compare करो, and see what is the difference and why there is a difference. Okay? There is a lot to explain, but everything I will do it step by step. Now guys, listen very carefully. When we do this standard costing and variance analysis, BCom students, you all have a very simple base. BCom students, तुम्हारा syllabus में इतना नहीं है. Now see, first of all, this what I explained you is to be done for various elements of cost. Now what are they? First, you have to do it for material. Second, you have to do it for labor, that is wages. Third, you have to do it for overheads. In this chapter, overheads will be in two parts, that is variable and fixed. Overheads in two parts, that is variable and fixed. And the last one, what you're supposed to do is sales. Last, what you're supposed to do is sales. These three are expenses and this is income or revenue. These three are expenses and the last one is revenue. Now guys, listen. BCom students, you all have only the first two, that is material and labor. BCom students, you all have only the first two, that is material and labor. And BAF and BMS students, you have all of these. BAF and BMS students, you have all of these. Getting it? Also, in all of them, especially material, labor, sales, there are five formulas. BCom students, as I mentioned, you all have only the first two, or first two maybe, you just have three basic formulas. तुमको fourth and fifth वाला नहीं है. So the syllabus of BCom student is very limited. As and when I approach, I keep on telling you all, especially BCom students, तुमको कहाँ तक करना है. So आगे जाके, wherever part which is not there, I will mention in the video. BCom students, इससे आगे मत देखो. You yourself will come to know in one or two sessions. Got it, guys? Now, what I am going to do today? Today, we are going to focus only on the basic stuff, and the variance what I am going to do today will be only material. This session, I will be focusing only on material. एक चीज याद रखना, material हो गया. The concept of labor is very simple. There'll just be change of words. Material labor हो गया. Sales also will be simple because opposite करना है. But today I will focus only on material. Get the concept clearly. This is a formula based chapter. But remember, there is a logic of each formula and understand this video carefully. तुम्हारा आगे का काम from here onwards, you will find the chapter very interesting and also very simple. So now I will take the first part of this chapter, that is material variance. Material mein there are total 5 formulas. I'll be taking 2 sums. First sum mein there will be only 3 formulas and in the next sum there will be all 5. All 5 kabhi karna hai, I will tell you when I start with the sum. Okay guys, so what I am going to do right now is the first part of this chapter, that is material variances. We will start today with material variances. The first part, that is material variances. Let me check the angle of the camera. Yeah, material variances. Now listen guys. Material, you all know. You all have been studying in FI also, manufacturing final accounts. SY, TY में costing में किया हुआ है. Material means raw material. To manufacture goods, you need raw material. So this analysis, which in this session we are going to study, will be based on material, the first part. As I told you, there are 5 formulas, and in the first question there are only 3. So first let's focus on those 3 and then we will go to the next part. As I mentioned the name of the chapter, when I say material variances, तुम्हें करना क्या है? You predict the cost of material. When I say material variances, you predict the cost of material. After predicting, after the period gets over, compare the predicted or estimated cost or the standard cost with the actual and find out what is the difference. Getting it? Now listen very carefully. When I do the variances, the first of the variance, we call it as the main variance, that is material cost variance. The first variance is material cost variance. That means this shows that as compared to the estimate, तुम्हारा कितना actual हुआ है. As compared to the estimate, तुम्हारा कितना actual हुआ है and what is the difference. Let's read the sum and then I'll get into the formula. Those who are watching on YouTube, you all have the question in the description box. Let's see what it says. Following are the details given by ABC Ltd. Standard quantity 10,000 kg, standard price 5 per kg, actual quantity 8,000 kg and actual price 6 per kg. Calculate material cost variance, material price variance and material usage variance. Material cost, material price and usage variance. The main variance is material cost. These are sub variants, but each and every variance is important. Now listen. Material cost means the variance which shows the exact amount of difference between the estimated cost and the actual cost. Okay? इसका formula is material cost variance is equal to total standard material cost minus total actual material cost. Material cost variance is equal to total standard material cost minus total actual material cost. Brackets में I will write the sub formula. तुम अगर वो भी लिखोगे तो भी चलेगा. Brackets में it is SQ into SP minus AQ into AP. It is SQ into SP, that is standard quantity into standard price. Quantity means kgs or liters of raw material, whatever is the raw material required in your business, and the price what you paid per unit, and actual means what you have actually purchased and actually paid. Predicted quantity, predicted price, actual quantity, actual price. Now I am focusing on the basic. आगे जाके the level of comparison has to be the same. So there will be working notes where तुम्हें इसका calculation करना पड़ेगा. But I am not getting into that today because today is just basic. Okay. Now listen. Standard quantity into standard price. Question देखो. मैंने कितना क्वांटिटी प्रिडिक्ट किया था? I predicted quantity of 10,000 kg and the price predicted is 5 per kg. So what I will do, I'll show the bracket. यहाँ पे calculation दिखाता हूँ. Standard quantity is 10,000, standard price 5. Standard quantity 10,000 into standard price 5 minus actual quantity देखो कितना है? 8,000 into price 6. I predicted 10,000 kg but actual consumption हुआ 8,000. 2,000 kg बचा, but I predicted the rate to be 5 per kg and it turned out to be 6. Okay, so now see, 10,000 into 5, 50,000 minus 8 6 are 48. So 10,000 into 5, 50,000 minus 8,000 into 6, 48. So 2,000 is my difference. Now guys, see, I predicted 50 but actual I have 48. So can I say I saved 2,000? अगर ये 48 होता, ये 50 होता, I would have paid more. So I have saved. So in this chapter, if it is a positive figure, we denote it by putting a bracket and writing F. F मतलब favorable. अगर negative आया, we put A, that is adverse. और अगर positive आया, so we put F, that is favorable. That means your cost of material, what you expected in the starting and what actually came, you saved 2,000. Therefore, my material cost variance is 2,000 favorable. My material cost variance is 2,000 favorable. That means I saved 2,000 because of the total saving in cost. Now listen, ये तो मिल गया. Now we have to go one step ahead and do further analysis. Name of the chapter क्या है? Standard costing and variance analysis. So what you will do? See, this is material cost. यहाँ पे देखो फॉर्मूला में क्या दो चीज है, क्वांटिटी एंड प्राइस. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, दिस कॉस्ट वी हैव टू फर्दर एनालाइज इनटू एमपीवी, दैट इज मटेरियल प्राइस वेरिएंस, एंड एमयूवी. एमयूवी मींस यूजेज, दैट इज क्वांटिटी वेरिएंस. सो हमें ये फाइंड आउट करना है, ये जो 2000 बचा उसमें से how much was because of price and how much of because of usage. So material cost variance will further be classified into two: price variance and usage variance. So now let's take the second part or the second formula, that is material price variance. That means what is the change due to change in price? What is the change in cost only due to price fluctuation? This is total cost. Total cost we will now further analyze into price and usage. Now, the formula here is material price variance is equal to, you will put a bracket, standard price minus actual price into actual quantity. Material price variance is equal to standard price minus actual price into actual quantity. Okay. This is purely due to change in price. This is cost. Understand, I am going very slow. Now see, I already have the data. Standard price कितना है 5 rupees. Actual price कितना है मेरा 6 rupees. And what is my actual quantity? Actual quantity is 8,000. Getting it? 5 is my standard price. Actual price is 6 and actual quantity is 8,000. Substitute karo 5 minus 6. Can I say minus 1 into 8,000? Now listen guys. Minus 1 hai. This is 8,000 negative. What I told you here. This was positive. So we use the word favorable. This is negative. So don't write minus sign. Brackets may put A. A means adverse. Adverse matlab negative, not in favorable, and F means it is positive, favorable. So 8,000 adverse. इसका मतलब ये है because of change in price. See the logic. Because of change in price, I lost 8,000 rupees. Because of change in price, I lost 8,000 rupees. Got it? Total I saved 2,000, of which 8,000 I lost because of price. अभी तुम लोग बोलोगे 2,000 बचा, यहाँ पे तो कम हुआ है. रुको, ये था price variance. Now let's take the next one, usage. Getting it? Now see, यहाँ पे देखो, understand this, you'll get the concept. So the next is material usage variance. Next is material usage variance. Now see, price, usage. What you do? This was price, usage is quantity. So what I'll do? Put a bracket, standard quantity minus actual quantity. Now यहां पे हमने मल्टीप्लाई किया एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी से, बिकॉज वो प्राइस था. आई नीडेड हाउ मच प्राइस आर एक्चुअली पेड. नाउ यहां पे मैंने ऑलरेडी इसको क्वांटिटी से कंपेयर किया है. सो व्हेन आई टेक यूजेज वेरिएंस, आई विल नॉट टेक एक्चुअल प्राइस बट आई विल टेक स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस, बिकॉज ये दोनों में वो कॉम्पनसेट हो गया है. सो देखो, स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस, स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी, एक्चुअल प्राइस, एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी. यहां पे इट इज एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी, बट हियर इट इज गोइंग टू बी स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस ओनली, बिकॉज हियर प्राइस आई विल पे ऑन द एक्चुअल क्वांटिटी व्हाट आई हैव बॉट. यहां पे आई विल यूज what I have got, but the focus is on usage, so the price will be the original, that is estimate. Just wait for 3-4 minutes. Now let's substitute. Standard quantity कितना है 10,000. Actual quantity कितना है 8,000 into standard price कितना है 5. Now see, 10,000 minus 8,000. 10,000 minus 8,000 gives you 2,000 into 5. So the answer is 10,000 positive. What I told you, positive hai. So you will put it in brackets F. Positive F, positive F, negative hai. So A, that is adverse. So this is material usage. Abhi ruko. Now see the logic. Material usage variance is 10,000 favorable. Material usage variance is 10,000 favorable. Now guys, देखो ये focus करो यहाँ पे. What I told you, material cost variance. Further analysis करो, price and usage. 8,000 I lost adverse because of change in price. यहाँ पे देखो 10,000 favorable. Now guys, focus here. Because of change in quantity, मैंने 10,000 बचाया. I saved 10,000 due to change in quantity. I lost 8,000 due to change in price. But saving is more. So 10,000 saved, 8,000 spent. 10 minus 8, 2,000. So see, material cost variance 2,000 favorable, and अगर उसको analysis करोगे 10,000 and 8,000. 10 minus 8, 2. Therefore, material cost variance has always to be equal to the total of price and usage. So material cost variance is equal to material price variance plus usage. So your first formula ka total has to be equal to second and third. First formula ka total has to be equal to second and third. So material cost variance is equal to material price variance plus usage. Check कर लो. Again I'll show the analysis. जो मैंने estimate किया था, because of that I saved 2,000 in the total cost. उसका further breakup, further analysis, 8,000 due to price and 10,000 due to quantity. So 10 minus 8 automatically 2. So formula 1 ka answer has to be equal to the total of formula 2 and 3. That is concept of standard costing and variance analysis. Now see, I told you there are 5 formulas. BCom students, you all have only the first 3 formulas. BAF and BMS students, in order to do the 4th and 5th formula, one primary thing, one important thing is there should be 2 materials. यहाँ पे एक ही material है, so anyway you cannot do the 4th and 5th one. So now this was the first question, common for all. I'll pause the video. I'll take the next question where there are 2 materials and all the 5 formulas. BCom students, next sum में you will just see the first 3, 4th और 5th तुम्हारे syllabus में नहीं है. Got it guys? Before we start, you all can just rewind and watch it again so that your concept is clear. Please do not watch this next sum what I am going to do now without being thorough with this. इसको perfect करो and then come to the next sum. Okay? I'll just be back guys. Okay guys, hope you all have seen the first sum properly. Now on that basis the next sum is there. There are 5 formulas. BCom students, again repeating 4th and 5th not in your syllabus. So you can wind up the video after seeing the first 3 formulas. BAF and BMS students, you will continue with me. Just to save time in recording, to make the video not much longer, I've already written the formulas. Let's read the sum. Question is there in the description box. Following are the details given by XYZ Limited. There are 2 materials A and B. Standard quantity, standard price, actual quantity, actual price given for both. Calculate material cost variance, price usage, and there are 2 more, mix and yield. The 4th and the 5th will come into picture only when there are 2 materials, which was not there in the previous case. Got it? Now see the first one. Material cost variance is equal to total standard material cost, that is standard quantity into standard price, minus total actual material cost. I have put it in brackets, actual quantity into actual price. Even if you write SQ into SP minus AQ into AP, that is also fine. Now what we did in the previous sum, you have to do the same thing but for two materials. Okay, chalo, first material A. See, material A का standard quantity कितना है? 6,000. Actual quantity 8. Standard price 8. Actual quantity 9,000. Actual price 7. Getting it? Material A. Standard quantity 6,000, price 8, 9, actual quantity 7. Let's substitute 6,000 into 8, 48,000. 9 sevens are 63. So this gives me minus 15. This gives me minus 15. What I told you, wherever there is negative, you will not put minus, you will put adverse. Where there is negative, you will not put minus, that is, you will write adverse. Now see, there are two variances. There are two materials. This is the answer of first material. Final variance ka answer will be the total of the two. So exactly same way we will do material B. Exactly same way material B. Let's see, standard quantity कितना है? 7,500 into standard price 10, and this is 7,650 into the standard price, that is 6. So 75,000 minus, let's see, this is 7,650 into 6, that is 45,900. And now take the answer, 29,100. This is positive, therefore favorable. 29,100. This is positive, therefore favorable. Now listen. B15 adverse. A15 adverse, B29,100 favorable. So the final answer of variance will be the net of the two. So what you will do? Therefore, material cost variance is equal to 15,000 adverse, 29,100 favorable. Therefore, it is 14,100 favorable. Getting it, guys? Dekho, 15 adverse, 29,100 favorable. So I have to take A plus B. 15,000 negative, 29,100 positive. So 29,100 positive minus 15,000 adverse gives me 14,100 favorable. So material cost variance is 14,100 favorable. Same what we did in the previous sum, but previous sum was for one material. यहाँ पे दो है. So individually get both the material का variance and then take the total. Got it? चलो, exactly same way we will do here. Price variance for A. Material A. Standard price कितना है? 8 minus actual price 7 into actual quantity 9,000. Now see, this I can put it in this line only. 8 minus 7, 1. 1 into 9,000 gives you 9,000 favorable. 8 minus 7, 1. 1 into 9,000, 9,000 favorable. Same way, material B, standard price 10, actual price 6 into actual quantity, that is 7650. So 768 minus 7 into actual quantity 9, and this is 4 into 7650, 3600 favorable. No need to do like that, I can add it here only. So 39,600 favorable. Therefore, material price variance will be 39,600 favorable. Therefore, material price variance will be 39,600 favorable. Getting it? Get the 2 and take the total. Exactly same way I will do for usage. Okay. Material A, standard quantity कितना है 6,000 minus actual quantity 9,000 into standard price 8. So 24,000 adverse. Then material B, standard quantity कितना है 7,500 minus actual quantity 7650 into the standard price. कितना है मेरा standard price? इसका 10. So this gives me 1500 adverse. So ये हो गया 25,500 adverse. Getting it now? Both are negative. So negative negative को add करो, हो गया adverse. यहाँ पे क्या था? एक फेवरेबल एक एडवर्स, यहाँ पे दोनों फेवरेबल थे, यहाँ पे दोनों एडवर्स. Therefore, my material usage variance will be 25,500 adverse. Now guys, listen up. What I told you in the first sum, material cost variance has to be equal to price and usage. Material cost variance has to be equal to price and usage. Now see what you will do. Check karo. This is 14,100 favorable, 39,600 favorable minus 25,500 adverse. आ गया 14,100 favorable. This has to be equal to this plus this. This has to be equal to this plus this. Getting it? 14,100 favorable is equal to 39,600 favorable plus 25,500 adverse. That gives you a net of 14,100 favorable. 14,100 favorable. Clear with this, guys? Got it? Cost variance has to be equal to price plus usage. Same what we did, same logic of the previous sum. Again I'll repeat, the only difference is वहां पे सिर्फ एक मटेरियल था, यहाँ पे दो मटेरियल है. Getting it? वहां पे सिर्फ एक मटेरियल था, यहाँ पे दो मटेरियल है. Now guys, listen. अच्छा, again I'll repeat. BCom students, you all can wind up the video here. You all just have the first three variances. Got it? Now BAF and BMS students, you all will continue. Let me check the angle. Yeah. Now see, Understand this. How material cost variance was divided into two, price and usage. How material cost variance was divided into two, price and usage. Same way, usage will further be divided into mix and yield variance. Material mix variance, material yield variance. Okay, now listen. Mix. Mix is due to more than one product there, because to produce the finished goods I need more than one material. तो मिक्स मतलब कॉम्बिनेशन. सपोज मैंने एक्सपेक्ट किया मटेरियल ए का 60% चाहिए, बी का 40% चाहिए, बट एक्चुअल आया 50-50. सो व्हाट हैपेंस, द रेशियो ऑफ मटेरियल चेंजेस. सो जो प्रोडक्ट मिक्स है, क्या प्रपोर्शन में दोनों को लेना चाहिए और एक्चुअली क्या हुआ है, दैट इज योर मिक्स वेरिएंस. सो मटेरियल मिक्स वेरिएंस मींस variance or difference due to change in the proportion of quantity of material which was to be originally inputted but actual alag hua. Now the next one is yield. Yield मतलब जो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट मेरे हाथ में आया, जो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट मेरे हाथ में आया. नाउ टू डू मटेरियल मिक्स एंड यील्ड वेरिएंस. यील्ड मतलब फिनिश प्रोडक्ट जो मेरे हाथ में आया, उसके लिए हाउ मच ऑफ मटेरियल was expected. Now listen. Mix and yield. See the formula. Revised standard quantity minus actual quantity into standard price. यहां पे भी देखो, स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी माइनस रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी इनटू स्टैंडर्ड प्राइस. कैन यू सी समथिंग न्यू? दोनों में एक न्यू वर्ड है, रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी. सो नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज, रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी है क्या? व्हाट इज रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी? रिवाइज स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी इज नथिंग बट the total of the actual quantity which is to be taken in the ratio of standard. I'll make you all do the working. Now see, there are many people who present this in a different way, but my logic has been different, so you can go as per my way. So what we will do, after the third variance, we will make a small working note. Working note. Calculation of revised standard quantity. Calculation of revised standard quantity. Calculation of revised standard quantity. कैसे करोगे? Take the total of actual quantity. Take the total of actual quantity. अभी देखो, actual quantity A का कितना था? 9000. B का कितना था? 7650. So total कितना है? 16650. Getting it? Add up both the actual quantity. Now this actual quantity you will divide between the two materials. This actual quantity you will divide between the two materials in the ratio of standard. In the ratio of standard quantity. देखो क्वेश्चन में स्टैंडर्ड क्वांटिटी कितना है? 6000 and 7.5. So this you will divide in the ratio of 6000 into 7.5, or you can say 60-75. 60-75 को further simplify करना है 12:15. 12:15 को further simplify करना है तो 4:5. Getting it? So let's divide 4:5. 16,650. I'll take a divide 13,500 into 6,000, 7,400, and minus 16,650. that is 9250. I have taken straight away 6,000 and 7.5. You take 4:5. 16,650 divided by 9 into 4. 7.4 and 5 से करोगे तो 9250. Getting it? So your revised standard quantity is what? Revised standard quantity is, add up the actual quantity, add up the actual quantity and divide in the ratio of standard. Add up the actual quantity and divide in the ratio of standard. So 9,7650, 16,650 को allocate करो 6,007.5, that is 7,500 and 9,250. 7,400, 7,400 and 9,250. So this is the best way to calculate revised standard quantity, which we need only for the fourth and the fifth formula. That is, take the total of the actual quantity and divide in the ratio of standard quantity. यहाँ पे standard quantity 6,000 and 7.5 है. According to that you revise. Okay. Now let's take the next two formulas. मैंने already लिखा हुआ है. Material mix variance is equal to, देखो, revised standard quantity. That means what? Change in proportion. Change in proportion दोनों जगह आएगा. क्यों? Because yield मतलब जो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट हुआ उसके लिए मटेरियल का कंजम्पशन क्या था, तो वहां पे भी प्रोपोर्शन चेंज हुआ ना. The ratio of material changed. That is the reason at both the places we need revised standard quantity. So let's take mix first. So material A, RSQ, that is revised standard quantity 7,400 minus कितना है actual quantity 9,000 into standard price, that is 8. So 12,800 favorable. 12,800 favorable. Next, material B, RSQ कितना है 9250 minus actual quantity. What is the actual quantity of B? 7650. Okay, actual quantity is 7650 into the standard price कितना है 10. So 9250 minus 7650 into 10 gives you 16,000 favorable. Sorry, ये adverse था, 12,800 adverse था, 16,000 favorable minus 12,800, 3,200 favorable. Therefore, material mix variance is 3,200 favorable. Material mix variance 3,200 favorable. Material mix variance 3,200 favorable. Got it, guys? Clear? Now exactly same way yield. Yield में थोड़ा formula change होगा. You have to take the base of standard. That means what production what I got finished goods, जो ये सब में नहीं आगे जाके आएगा, उसके लिए मेरा क्वांटिटी कितना होना चाहिए था मटेरियल का, एंड विथ रेफरेंस टू द प्रोपोर्शन कितना हुआ उसका डिफरेंस लेना है. Got it? So the formula is standard quantity minus revised standard quantity into standard price. इसमें actual नहीं आएगा. So let's substitute. Material A, standard quantity कितना है 6000 माइनस रिवाइज क्वांटिटी 7.5 into standard price 8. So 1400 into 8, 11,200 adverse. B standard quantity कितना है 7.5 minus revise 9250 into 10, that gives you 17,500 adverse. दोनों adverse है, so you get 28,700 adverse. Now check करो 28,700 adverse. Guys check it out. 28,700 adverse, 3.2 favorable. Difference क्या है 25,500. What I told you, cost is equal to price plus usage. Usage has to be equal to mix and yield. So for BMS and BAF students, 1 is equal to 2 plus 3. 1 is equal to 2 plus 3. 3 has to be equal to 4 plus 5. One good way of cross checking your answer. So देखो यहाँ पे third variance, that is usage variance 25,500 adverse, which 3.2 favorable because of mix and 28,700 adverse because of yield. Check कर लो, difference is 25,500 adverse. Got it? Therefore material yield variance is 28,700. Material yield variance is 28,700. This was standard costing. Of course I did a basic sum. आगे जाके ये एक working note तो रहेगा ही. There will be cases where there will be different working notes where input output normal loss दिया रहेगा. That calculation will be there. Everything cannot be done in the basic class. So guys, this was the first introductory basic session on standard costing and variance analysis where I took material. Labor में similar 5 formulas है with one extra idle time. Sales में similar formula but they will be reverse. यहाँ पे क्या किया standard minus actual, उसमें actual minus standard होगा. That we will see later on in the regular class. And overheads में there is fixed and variable, that we will see at a later stage. So this video I have kept it open on YouTube to make you understand the basic concept of standard costing where we focused on material. Once you get this, आगे का part तुम्हारे लिए बहुत easy हो जाएगा. Again I am repeating, there are more things, but as far as the introductory lecture is concerned, this is more than enough. Normally I don't do 5, but I've done 2 sums, one with 3 and one with 5. That's it guys. Please revise this session very carefully before you all start watching the regular lectures of standard costing. Those who are with me, please study this carefully, and those who are not with me watching this on YouTube, in case you all have any doubts, you all can connect with me. The details are mentioned in my bio on YouTube as well as Instagram. That's it. Take care guys.